my thing is to go to the highest structures in the world. And I've done them all. I've done the CN Tower, the Empire State Building, all that. It helps me to overcome that fear of heights. But I want to go there because it's the tallest structure. And I want to be able to say I've been to all the tallest structures in the world. Am I one of those people who are always saying but, or how do I add to this culture of just being negative? And I just don't want that. Just last night, I sent a challenge to my family. We meet every Monday and pray. And I said, this day, I want everybody to go on a 24-hour fast from negativity. And we're going to be standing on the scripture that says, let the words of my mouth, meditations of my heart be acceptable. So today, for 24 hours, if it's not acceptable, don't say it.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? What did you do? Because like you're in California, right?
Yeah.
And California seemed to be kind of locked down on COVID pretty heavy.
Yeah, it was. But you know, the interesting thing, we had to pivot. So while nobody was calling me to speak or anything, I had to learn how to read teleprompters. I brought my own teleprompter. I did all of that. And I live way out, so there was nobody coming to help me. So I had to learn it.
Yeah. That's one of the things I know about you. You're resourceful.
I have to be. You know, we live 85 miles from the airport. And
whoa.
I remember it one night about 2 a.m. and I had to have a 45-minute video to somebody. And I said, God, you got to help me because nobody's coming.
2 a.m. They're definitely not coming.
Nobody's coming to help me.
That's funny. That's funny. So what have you been working on? What's your latest and greatest?
Well, I'm trying to jump into this area of online courses.
Oh.
I haven't gotten one started yet, but I have lots of ideas for what I should be doing with that. Yeah, I do.
What do you want to start with?
I think I want to start with confidence. I understand that all of us women suffer more than men, they say, from confidence. And I have scriptures, you know, you guys taught us well, that talk about the fact that confidence doesn't emanate from you. It flows through you. We're not sufficient of ourselves and all that. So I really want to teach people how to embrace that, especially in a corporate setting. So,
Yeah, and not to be mousy and a wallflower. Stand up, speak.
None of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
once you get over yourself, it's easy to say, hey, I'm just showing up.
And be authentic.
Yeah.
And kind and gracious.
And people like that. They're not looking for perfection, thank goodness.
Because I think perfection can be intimidating.
Well, it is. And intimidating, alienating. Like, who wants to be with somebody who does everything perfectly? So I just kind of like, just be me, and that's fine.
Yep. That's why we get along super well. Let's just relax.
Debbie, just do me.
Exhale. Yeah, exactly. I'd be the best me.
Yeah.
And how's your husband, Darnell? How's he doing?
Oh, he's great. We celebrated our 45th anniversary.
Wow.
Several months ago.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Did you go anywhere?
Good union. Well, we went to, where did we go? We always go somewhere later. Like, we're going to be celebrating his birthday later here. So, So I can't remember if we went somewhere. Listen, when you're 74.5 years old.
Yeah. But do you guys do vacations? Nice vacations. Don't you?
I'm sorry?
Don't you do like nice vacations, if I remember right?
We do. We go to, our next up is Dubai. Oh, I know where I've been since I saw you last. Israel.
Oh.
I'm so glad we went in 2020.
Yeah.
I think I've seen you since then, but we were glad because now we probably wouldn't go.
Well, I think it's a fun time to go.
I know you will because you guys operate at that level of faith.
Yeah, kind of, huh? Yeah. But did you like it?
Oh, I did. It was funny, though. We went there for our 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
It's not a romantic trip.
No. No.
But it was so enlightening. And just to be in that Garden of Gethsemane. And just to imagine. You can't even begin to imagine. So it was just good to be there. And I'm glad we did it. And
yeah. Where all did you go when you were in Israel?
Oh, my goodness. It was such a fast-paced tour. We went to the Red Sea, Dead Sea. We did that whole little thing where we were there like 5 days. So
wow.
Jerusalem,
Did you do Masada?
I don't know. I can't remember.
That's on that's that plateau, and you take a cable car to go up to it?
Did not do that.
Right. But you did do, so that's near the Red
Wailing
Sea
Wall.
or the Dead Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get in the Dead Sea?
Yeah.
What'd you
and
think
it was
of that?
salty. We got the salt. Yeah. That was fun.
Did you like the Dead Sea?
Well, I mean, I was just glad to observe it.
But you got in.
When I got in, to my ankles, You know, that's in. How do you define in, Sarah?
Well, some people float.
When knowing you, you're so brave. I have to tell you this. When I was flying into Denver, you know I don't like flying. You mean, I mean, I do it, but I don't not do it just because I don't like it. I just do it. But it's such a roller coaster. But I always think of you when I'm landing because you said, I love it. It's like being on a roller coaster. I think she is weird.
Here we go.
So I kept saying, even on the landing this time, I'm pretending I'm Sarah.
Yeah, and were you like in the middle seat? So
no, I'm on the aisle. I'm on the aisle, but I'm not even going to begin to tell you what my coping mechanism is because I did read that if you shake a little bit with the plane, you don't feel the impact as much. Now, everybody's going to be looking at you like you're having an epileptic fit. But I'm not kidding you, Sarah. Sarah, we're landing and I'm doing this. Got me through it.
We need to have like a little video, secret camera watching Deborah Pegues.
I was literally doing that. I was traveling once with a woman of faith, and she said, why don't you just quote the 91st Psalm? I said, well, this is working.
That's funny. That's totally funny. I like it. I like it. So then you said you went to Dubai also?
No, that's next up.
Oh.
See, we have a little bucket list of things we want to do.
Yeah.
And my thing is to go to the highest structures in the world. And I've done them all. I've done the CN Tower, the Empire State Building, all that. And because it helps me to overcome that fear of heights. And so I've conquered the fear of heights, but I want to go there because it's the tallest structure. And I want to be able to say I've been to all the tallest structures in the world. So yeah, I
How
want to
about
go.
like skydiving?
Okay, now I'm not that brave. I just want to go up there. Take
If
the
you
elevator.
skydive, you can like kind of absorb it and just relax as you're coming down.
Sarah, you have a gift. I don't have that
I
one.
don't know. I think it's kind of goofy. I think it's goofy, and maybe not a gift, but a goofy. So on your bucket list, so Dubai's on your bucket list. What else is on your bucket
Well,
list?
on my husband's bucket list, because I've done most of the things on my list.
Yeah.
You know, the Eiffel Tower and
Yeah.
shopping in Italy and,
Yep.
you know, and I did China with you guys.
Yeah.
And so I've done most of the places I want to go. So I think if I can get Dubai in before I turn 100,
Yeah.
it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for what it's worth, you might consider Iceland.
Does anybody live there?
I know. 380,000 people there.
Wow.
So it's not big.
Okay.
The capital city, Reykjavik, has 200,000.
Wow. Is it cold all the time, or is that a really stupid question?
No, that's not a dumb question.
Okay.
So if you go I was there in September, and the highs were in the low 50s, and the lows were in the high 40s.
Oh, my.
It was beautiful.
Well, was that a crusade, or you just went to visit?
Vacation.
Who vacations in Iceland?
I
See?
know, right? I took one of my kids with me, and we did like a week there, rented a car and drove around.
That's so cool.
Oh, my goodness. It's the most beautiful country I've ever been in.
Really? Well, I think Shanghai was the most beautiful place I'd seen. When you guys,
Oh.
with you
Do
guys.
you like that?
Oh God, it was just awesome. I have it on my wall. I have a gallery wall at home. I have it there.
Wow.
It's just so the lights, the people was just really good.
What's the place you least liked?
I can't think of a place I've least liked because I don't go places I don't like.
But what's a place you landed you thought you'd like and you didn't like it?
Oh, what's that place where the people put money in banks so they can hide it out? It's
Cayman Islands?
Cayman Islands.
Huh.
I was so disappointed. I don't know what I thought it was going to be. It was a turtle farm and a few banks. This was many years ago.
Did you go to the turtle farm?
Yeah, that was a stop for the tour. We're like, next.
Could you bring a turtle home?
Okay, no, I was ready to get home.
That's funny. That's totally funny. So are you writing any new books?
Well, I need to. You know what? Because I've written 18 books, and I really want to write 20 books before I leave this earth. So I need to get 2 out there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel the pressure of having a timeline, but I think I better hurry up and do it. Yeah.
What do you want to write on? Because one of the things I love about you is just the practicality and your candor.
Well, I have to find the pain points, you know. So if you write a really good book that sells, you have to find out what problem am I solving.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking around in society. I really would like to write on just being more a peaceful person and not all of the negativity you see in the culture. I think I might want to write about that, where it's an introspective look at yourself. You know, it's what that introspection is. But just, am I one of those people who are always saying but, or how do I add to this culture of just being negative? And I just don't want that. So,
You know, another thing you might consider is like a family book. because in terms of, so your family, because we've talked offline on family dynamics and
Oof.
some of the ebb and flow and navigating some of those
Yeah.
hot spots, right? And some landmines that
I
you
can
didn't
really talk on that, but I'm still in the battle. I want to tell them how to get the victory.
Well, but I think that would be helpful because I think everybody has like family hot spots,
Oh.
landmines, and then somebody brings up you did this, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, just an idea. to think
You
about.
are just so on it because just last night I sent a challenge to my family. We meet every Monday and pray.
Mhm.
And I said, this day, I want everybody to go on a 24-hour fast from negativity. And we're going to be standing on the scripture that says, let the words of my mouth, meditations of my heart be acceptable. So today, for 24 hours, if it's not acceptable, don't say it. So several of them text me back. It's a 23-person thread. And they said, we're going to do it. So I'm
Wow.
excited about that.
Now, some of them have to take a vow of silence.
No talking.
Right? Zip it.
Right.
Zip it. Yeah, if you can't
Yeah.
say something good, don't say something at all.
Right. So I'm really excited because my family is very contentious right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's a big challenge for them. But it's okay because interestingly, we come together every Monday
Yeah.
on a call, not a Zoom call. It's just a phone call,
Mhm.
conference call.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think you could speak into that.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. I kind of did it in my book, Confronting Without Offending.
Yeah.
So I talk about that. But the family thing is going to be important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I always tell them, you're not guaranteed to spend eternity with your natural family. We're going to spend eternity with our spiritual family.
Sure.
So I'm trying to make sure
Yeah.
that everybody in my family is part of my spiritual family.
Yeah. But when you think about family things, like I think about David and the kids that he had,
Oh, my gosh.
right? That was kind of a mess.
That was a big mess.
Mhm. You got Amnon, you got
Absalom.
Yeah.
I was just reading about him this week.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just
Tamar.
bad.
It's just bad news.
Just bad.
Like really bad news.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of it because everybody has family
Yeah.
challenges and hotspots. No family is perfect.
Well, in David's family, I think I'm sure you knew this, but I didn't know that Joab was. I didn't know that Joab. Well, I knew it was his nephew, but he killed his son. He killed David's son. He killed his other first cousin. And I'm thinking, like, get out of Dodge.
Mhm.
This is
the
family.
sons of Zeruiah. Joab was one of them, and he's And David said, "I don't want anything to do with you.
nothing.
You're too violent and too
Yeah.
bloodthirsty."
He did. And Solomon in his wisdom had him killed. Can you believe that? I'm like, this family is just horrible to each other.
Mhm. But I think there's a lot to be said for a family
Dynamics.
book.
Yeah.
You could write a great book on that.
Well, thank you. I was wondering what that next book would be. I'm serious. I'll think about that because
Yeah.
I'm right in the throes of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I understand that. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out. I always like connecting with you because it's all relaxed, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I have a really, really good joke.
Oh, I love a joke. People send me jokes. I love it.
Yeah, well, this one's not always very good. What has 3 feet but cannot walk?
A yard.
Yardstick. Yeah, baby!
That's because I
great.
sew. See, I sew.
Exactly. Wow.
So I
That's
know-
impressive.
I know
You
3.
sew?
I do everything.
What do you sew?
I might have made this. Yeah,
No
this was
way.
this was just a scarf.
That's impressive. My idea of sewing is a button. That's it. All right. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, my pleasure.